Hey, good evening. Hello and welcome to my front porch jam. Out here just doing some jamming while the paint is drying on my kitchen floor. So I'm painting my kitchen tonight, and I'm painting the floor, and I'm mixing sand in with the paint to make a sort of a rough surface for the visual appeal of this, and I think it looks good. Wear socks if you're in my kitchen. Barefoot might feel odd, like walking on sandpaper, but no one goes barefoot around here anyways. So wear socks, wear flip-flops, you'll be fine. Good news is you won't slip and fall. That's not why I did it. I am old, but I'm not that worried about slipping and falling in the kitchen. The reason I did it was because I just thought that there's some. I painted over some tiles some time ago, and this was a touch-up to that paint job. And there was old tile, and there were some imperfections, which I really need to replace. But I haven't gotten around to doing that just yet. And so this is a way to make it presentable. And the sand kind of obscures some of the imperfections, right? So anyways, that's what I'm all about, is obscuring imperfections. And of course, I do paint in a suit. That's why I have a suit on right now. I would like to look my best when doing home improvement. So I got a song I thought I would do, and by then maybe the paint will be dry. On my earlier stream, I forgot to turn it off, so I had it on the standby screen, and it just ran forever. So it showed a 42-minute stream. I hope that YouTube makes a correction to that when they somehow, because it's not actually that long. If you click on play, it plays for like 10 minutes. But if you look at the preview on it, it says it's 42 minutes. So make sure I don't do that again. But live and learn. That is one mistake I don't think I've made before, and I've made plenty of mistakes streaming, but I don't think I've done that before. Anyways, let's have a look at the chords to this song. We're going to do "Trying to Live My Life Without You" by You Babe by Bob Seger. At least he made it famous. It is a cover song, and we'll talk about that in the song notes here at the end. But what we want to do is look at the chords, and this is the song that you might know, the old, you probably heard it on classic rock radio if you ever listen to that. I used to smoke 5 packs of cigarettes a day. It was the hardest thing to put them away. You know that song, right? So, this is a stripped down, somewhat simplified version, okay? So I do want to clarify that. If you want to play the full version, you can probably extend it, make it a little longer. It's got a horn section. It's got a walking bass line. It's got all kinds of cool things. We're going to play the stripped down front porch version. But with that said, let's have a look at the chords. There is nothing really of a particular note here. All of the chords are open position chords. And it's all in standard tuning, no capo, nothing like that. One thing I will point out, though, is that there is a kind of a quick change from the B minor AG. And when I go to that right here in this section, so it's breaking those habits was hard to do. Nothing compared to the changes that you put me through. So it's so it's a little tricky there, a little kind of fast, but that's all right. I'll probably miss it too. But if anyways, just be aware of that. But otherwise, pretty straightforward strumming song. Okay, and if I go to the Guitar Chalk website, you can look up your chord diagrams. Okay, so go over to Guitar Chalk. You can see that I have the G chord in here now. If I want to switch that over and get the proper fingering for the D, I switch that. All chords are major unless otherwise specified, and all chords are in the open position unless otherwise specified. So this song will be open position chords, except for those where you can't, of course, like the B minor. Well, if I can get it played right there. There you go, like that. So anyways, that's that. So let's give this a try and see how it goes. So There we go. All right. Make a change there. You know, I've had some streaming technical difficulties tonight. I set up a new camera, and then I forgot to set the mic up properly. I did one stream with no mic, with no audio. Another one I had camera issues, and so on and so forth. So let's see if this one goes well. But hopefully it does, because the kitchen floor should be dry enough to walk on anyways. And I want to make some tacos for dinner. That sounds really good tonight. And yes, if you're watching this in real time, I am aware that it's almost 10 o'clock at night. I like to have dinner a little bit late, have dinner around 10, and hit the sack at least by midnight, maybe earlier, but at least by midnight. So anyways, let's go ahead and see how this goes. There you go. That's kind of the short version. You can extend that song quite a bit, but, I thought I would just knock it out for you, and that's how it goes. So nice short song, but definitely a very cool song, and definitely you should check out the original version. Check that out too, but you can also check out the famous cover version by Bob Seger, because that's really the famous version. So anyways, for this song, a couple of song notes here. Trying to Live a Life Without You is a song that was written by Eugene Frank Williams, and it was originally popularized by soul singer Otis Clay. Early 73, it reached 102 on the Billboard Bubbling Under chart. So we've talked about that before. Apparently that's the chart that starts at 101, and they are bubbling under the top 100. So anyways, so he performed the song on Soul Train in 73, and it has since been covered by other artists, most notably Bob Seger in 1981. So it's sung from the point of view of a man addressing his former lover, and talks about all the bad habits that they're able to get over, but they cannot get over losing their lover. So that's a rough one. It was on Seger's 9 Tonight Live album, released in 81. It peaked at number 3 on the Billboard charts. So it was number 6 in Canada and 24 in the UK and a 37 in New Zealand. So, anyways, Bob Seger is a retired American singer, songwriter, and musician. He's a roots rocker with a classic, raspy, powerful voice, and he wrote and recorded songs that dealt with Love, women, and blue-collar themes, and one of the best-known examples of a heartland rock artist. So that's what we like. Anyways, famous songs include Night Moves, Turn the Page, Still the Same, Hollywood Nights, Against the Wind, You'll Accompany Me, Shame on the Moon. Actually, that's one I don't really know that well. Against the Wind, You'll Accompany Me, Like a Rock, and Shakedown, which was a #1 hit song, interestingly enough. I did not know that. I think he has far better songs, but that one turned out to be the #1 hit. And he also co-wrote the Eagles' #1 hit song, Heartache Tonight. And his song Old Time Rock and Roll was named as one of the songs of the century in 2001. I would agree with that. It is a song of the century. So anyways, that's what I know. And I think at this point, my kitchen floor should be dry enough that I can make tacos for dinner. So I think I'll make some of those and get ready to call it a night before too long. So anyways, I hope you're having an awesome Sunday evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.